Hey everyone, welcome to my channel and happy Easter if you celebrate Easter. Um, I wanted to kind of do a quick video on how I was binding my signatures into my, oh boy, I can't talk tonight, uh, Cat in a Hat book. I did decide to go with 3 signatures, and what I did was use a chipboard for the spine. Okay. And I went ahead and reinforced it with tape. And then I came back with a very heavy cardstock and went over it. And now I am in the midst of sewing in my signatures. And I was doing my last one, and I thought I might as well show you the pamphlet stitch if you have not seen it or heard about it before. So I already started my needle. So on the back, um, sometimes journal makers like to put these on the inside, the ends of your strings. I'm leaving these on the outside of my spine because I am going to put dangles, like a bunch of beads and charms on it to dangle down the spine of the book. So I'm doing it the opposite way, whereas normally you would go in through the front. Oh, go through and through the front. I am going in through the back side because I want that end showing. I want that end, the tail end of my thread. I am using a nylon thread this time. Normally I use twine when I do this, but this time I wanted to use a black nylon cording. Let's make sure my signatures are upright, and then I'm going into the center hole that I've already got done, and I'm pulling up. I just figure you guys can watch me as I do it. There's a lot of great videos out there on how to bind your journal. I will say I normally like to use my sewing machine to sew my signatures in. I'm a sewer quilter at heart. I know my sewing machine, and I'm much more comfortable sewing on my machine. That said, there are some instances where you just need to do this stitch to bind your signatures in. And since everything was a hard cover, I can't sew through chipboard, unfortunately, on my sewing machine. You just got to do what you got to do. All right, I am coming up to the back end. Let's see here. Uh-oh. That's all I need is for my signatures to shift on me. Where is it? There we go. Ooh, that was scary. I would have hated to have to go through all of those again. Let's see here. And I'm so anal about making sure everything's reinforced, because I do not want my journals to fall apart after a while. That would just irritate me, especially after, all the work you put into making one, you know? So there's double cardstock, there's fabric. Even on the fabric, I zigzagged the fabric just so it wouldn't fray as much, or lose its shape or get threadbare. So trying to do this and talk to you guys. Woohoo! I guess I'm getting better. All right, so I will double knot this a few times. All right, so here are my spines. Eventually I'll add charms and dangles. So that will have dangle on the back side. I might not do all 4 of them. Oops. All 4 of them, but I'll do some of them. Okay, so let's see how I did. Let's take my paper clips off. All right, it's in. Let me unclip this, and I will show you guys. Hoo-hoo! All right. So, can you see my signatures? Let's see if I can. They're in. They're in. I'm so excited. There's the other side. And let's see. We'll open it. There's plenty of room between my signatures to grow now. So, and I reinforced it with black. So you're seeing black back there. Not that you'll see it after I fill this thing up. Oh, the paper clip. So, right now it's closed. So just remember this picture, guys. This is how it closes right now. So as I work in it, I'm sure it's gonna go like this. So once again, I used a chipboard spine, reinforced it with tape, then came back with cardstock on both sides, and also fabric. And with the fabric, I reinforced that with zigzag stitching all the way across it. And I did the pamphlet stitch with my strings on the outside because I will be doing charms. So now that I got the basic of my journal in, and here so you guys can see like here's the cardstock I reinforced in. This is all going to be covered inside once I figure out what paper I want to use. So here's the signature. You guys pretty much seen the paper I put in there. What you guys don't know is that my third signature, okay, so this was my first one that I showed you. This miniature, I call it, it's not that much smaller, but this is filled with just paper to solely focusing on drawing, journaling. I did put a couple ledger papers in there that are black and white. So this is solely for whatever you want, journaling, drawing. I put the rainbow because I really like that picture. So this is kind of like the journaling spot or the drawing spot. And then this is, oh, well, the rest of it is too, but I wanted a dedicated space just in case, you know, you want to write something special. You go, okay, so I know it's in the middle of my book. It's right here. So that's what I did. And then you have 2 big signatures on each side. So we'll see now how I am going to do the cover. Any ideas on the cover? I don't know if I should even put anything on it except for I am going to put book corners on. I don't know if I should add anything or not. I've got to think on it. That could be fun right here. So I might leave the cover alone and just start working on what I'm going to do throughout the book. So far, this is what I have. There's the signatures are 3 and they're sewn in, and thankfully they are even. All right. Well, thank you for checking in with me and checking out my Dr. Seuss book. You guys have a great evening. Bye.